Hello, good evening, and welcome to Into the Jaws of Death, episode 21 of our third story arc, so season 3, episode 21. I am going to immediately hand you over to our resident chronicler, the DM's pet, the one who makes the notes, our man, Kevin.
Okay then. I'm not sure about some of those titles, but anyway. Yeah. Okay. So we started in the in that tavern. Make sure I'm at the right page. Yeah, it was in the Dwarven Lord Tavern, and we were planning on getting our head down and prepping ourselves, but then we were suddenly told others had spotted us arriving in town, and we had to get scarce quick. So then, with the utmost skill and tact and delicacy, we crept like the shadow into the night and was never seen again, except by half the guards, a load of spiders, and everything else. But eventually, we managed to circumvent the town and make our way up into the mountains, and Deep pointed us in the right direction of a rear entrance into the family home. Yeah, he found there was a on the back door there was a key under the mug, under the rug, and you sort of let us in. It's fine as long as we tidy up after whatever we eat in the kitchen. It's all not a problem. But as we started this to make our way through there, we came across in some quite narrow corridors a little squadron of those mecha zombies, and they were hitting bloody hard. And in those tight spaces, we were a little bit tripping over ourselves, but we eventually managed to get through them. Then we came into a room, and Deep decided to test if one of the statues in there might be one of those mechanical creatures in disguise. And he was wrong. It was two of them. And again, being caught a bit flat-footed, and we were a little bit tripping over ourselves. And then Kalrook decided to... He thought this was the perfect time to start dancing on the ceiling, and found some of Borin's friends up there. We dealt with those. Borin, Pontos, and Chewbacon have a few owies, and that's about where we left it.
Very good. Thank you very much. I will take you to where you were, and hopefully it will... Okay, let me reset the camera position. I thought I had set it, but apparently... And I need to do a thing. I hope nobody saw that.
So what?
Nothing.
That's all right then.
Okay, there we are. And for some reason, it should actually have placed the camera right where that is, but it didn't. But never mind. We will not worry too much about that. So, as you said... this room probably still rings somewhat with the shouts of battle, and is probably somewhat smoky, and the air bearing the stench of infernal machines exploding. There is oil splattered across the floor, as well as the blood of mechanical undead creatures and giant spiders. So it's quite a scene you return to.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Yeah. Well, there was something I thought of after the last session, but so it's an opportunity now. While everyone else is just deciding what they want to do, Char is just going to go round where he is and just give all of those mecha zombies a little zap, just to make sure there's no coming back, or their mechanical hearts finally do stop moving, because that was half the problem to begin with.
Indeed, yes.
So yeah, I because we haven't faced those for a little while. I forgot about that last week. So yeah, I'm going to put one of my extra long burning cigars in my mouth and just start zapping all of those.
Cool. And I'm assuming that Kevin will be looking after Pontos today. It's only just occurred to me that that Ryan isn't with us. So, what's the plan, chaps? These things here, just to point it out, are doorways. Oh, the token lock is on. Let me turn that off for you. You should be able to move now.
Cool. I'm gonna go and listen to this story and see if I can hear anything.
Okay, let's have a perception roll then.
Dun, dun, dun. My character she's just loading.
Chris, you might have to turn your camera off. Your voice is lagging a lot.
That's a bit
Is that any better?
Oof.
Great start.
But your voice is better.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I'm going to very quickly rearrange you guys on there.
Yeah, sorry about this, John, but
No, that's all right. No, it is. That's quite all right. It is all good. So I'm going to chuck this one away for now. I'm going to pop this one in here. Michael's in the right one. Kevin's in the right one. Chris can be... Oops, wrong one. There we go. And then let's centre Michael a bit more. Oh. Hold down the Alt key, John. Yes, John. Sorry.
So, seeing Kara do that, Deep is gonna listen at this door.
Okay. So, Deep leans his ear against that door.
right.
So you can hear the sounds of water dripping from a damp ceiling somewhere along a corridor. You can't hear anything unpleasant happening. Seems all right. Kararook hears nothing. Kararook, I don't know whether he put his eye into the door instead of his ear or something. I'm not sure, but it didn't work in any case.
Well, how's everyone looking? These confined spaces have been difficult to try and put our forces to bear directly.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say I'm still completely on the black screen here. I know I'm like down to 25%, but hopefully this was just the main guard area for guarding that entrance. So we should have been gone through a lot of them, and we might be okay for a while. But I definitely need. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I'm back. Yeah, I definitely need healing. Yeah, I'm on 26 of 100.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go through the numbers, but Pontos is feeling similarly battered. But yeah, to a point, yeah. But yeah, trying to face those zombies in that corridor, we couldn't use our get our people where they need to be. We were tripping over ourselves. It's better if we can lure them to where we can fight to our strengths, that will help us, because we are walking in here. They have all the advantages. We need to be more sensible. We can't just shout our name and run headlong in like some champions of legend.
Well, if we're looking for that, I don't think this one's a good spot. I mean, we've got 4 main ways to get in, and one of them is a big door. We can't really meat grind at that one. But I think it was also because we didn't have a lot of our best fighters at the back. I literally couldn't do anything because there wasn't any space.
But this is what I mean. We just need to be more sensible. Even when we went into this room, those constructs were on us before we had chance. I was hemmed in this corridor, just staring at the back of Chew Bacon for half it. My attacks. Okay, for some reason my whole screen's got blank except for my characters.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Okay.
Also for the watchers.
I don't know why that happened.
Hey, we're up to 20 subscribers, by the way.
20? Where did they come from?
But yeah, at least in this room, if we can see things approaching, I can at least attack things from range, because when they are that close, I can't unleash my full connection to the plane of fire without hurting you guys, and you guys are taking enough damage as it is. We need to be more careful.
That's not stopped you in the past. In the past, fireballs just keep flying at us and we burn, and you sit back and laugh. You know, why change?
I have never laughed. I have only, more or less, when I am trying to be sensible here due to the we're walking into a place. I'm assuming, based on my knowledge of similar dwarves from home, that their palaces are quite substantial. And remember, from what Deep told us before, there is not just these mechanical creatures somewhere waiting for us. There could be that undead abomination as well. Reset.
Sure.
Do a refresh.
I just did.
Okay.
These abominations.
I completely agree. I think there is. I would say let's see if we can change it up and bring them to us.
Leave it to me.
Find a place. Find the right sort of room. Hold up, and then bring them to us.
Based on the noise we made in here, if there was anything directly behind these doors, I'm sure they would have greeted us by now. So this is as good as any place, I think, to at least have a little bit of line of sight. The only question is, which door do you want to go through first? And we start to work on this.
Are you guys ready? Because I'm going to open this door.
I'm on 26 health. I'm not really in any position. I don't know what Pontos's is, but I can see he's got 1 level of exhaustion on him.
That was due to the one of the many fumbles last week.
Deep and Char are probably low on their magic charges. Can we just not get in Tiny Hut and then take a long rest?
I have enough spell slots. I guess I could heal folks up. I mean, how many hit dice do you have? Could we just short rest again?
Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah, you must remember. I can create that, but there are. Yeah, we know for a fact these gnomes have arcane energies. They could just surround my enclosure and then just turn it off and swamp us.
I don't think the door is locked behind us. We could always go outside and use the hut.
I was literally about the same thing. Why don't we just leave and come back? Leave, lock the door, come back, and then...
Well, I don't know. If we leave, maybe we'll come to the door and they'll have locked it from the other side or something. Or they'll have rolled out the robotic Richard Simmons. You never know.
Or maybe they don't necessarily know it's us. They could think we just, after the fight, we left and ran off. Or died of our wounds.
Okay,
after what happened in the library and the fortress and the by the town and in that big fortress, I think they know we're probably coming.
Yeah.
So I think best bet, you guys have a quick short rest, and then let's open this door.
Yeah, let's do that.
I can't remember how many dice I used.
It should auto-track on your sheet.
Your character sheet will know. Looks like you've got 6 left.
Okay. Mine. Let's see. I healed 10d. You know, I might have to use all 6. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You can do them one at a time, of course, though. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up to 81 now.
And if
Fontos healing.
oh, nice.
Oh, I've still got my Ring of Ram in my inventory.
Oh yeah, somebody else has got it, haven't they?
Deep does.
I
I have
well,
my
let's
Beast Axe
do the
now.
last one. Okay, so that is all of Pontos's hit dice gone, but he's at least fighting fit.
That's good.
Okay, so I suspect the southern room is like connected, so should we, one fighter through each door?
I agree.
Or I guess... Sorry, go ahead.
No. I agree with your assumption. With the assumption that if anything was in there, it would have come out. So we don't have to use charm necessarily. Bless right away, like we did in the first ones with the breach bang clear stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I think having that as the go-to spell when we do start combat will be a big help.
So is Pontos healing before I open this door? Is he short resting as well?
He has
Yes,
already.
he has.
Okay, alright, I'm going to open this door then.
Okay, I'll open the same. Deep, you want to get behind me? Ready?
Did it open?
It didn't open.
Okay. So are you
Okay,
both opening
3,
the
2,
doors at
1,
the same
3,
time?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you learned nothing? Unfortunately, the door knocker API does not work properly anymore because of things. So I am going to have to manually move it. I thought I might be able to get it working again, but apparently it doesn't work anymore. So both the doors swing open. Kararuk sees a narrow-ish passage leading off to his right, his left even. And
I've got passage going the other way.
And Borin and Deep discover a small room and a corridor leading off. I'm not going to use left and right. They discover a corridor leading off to the west.
Okay. Can I use stealth to sneak down this corridor then?
You can certainly try.
My stealth roll.
Damn.
I'm nowhere to be seen.
Yep. You pierce the veil and are on the other side of the mirror. No one can see you.
Awesome. Pontos can't see me and he's standing right beside me.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to climb up onto the ceiling and slowly walk down the corridor.
Oh, hold on. Let's turn you upside down then. There we go.
That's very sweet.
Spider rook.
Or is that another door?
It is.
Okay, can I open this door and get ready to run? Or spider climb?
No, I'm like a nope, and I'm off to follow them down this corridor.
Borin, come back! Stop making noise.
Right, I'm going to climb back down off the ceiling. I'm going to get one of my arrows. I'm going to poke the chest before I do anything. I'm just poking it to see if it moves, it tickles, it laughs. It suddenly comes awake and tries to eat me.
Ting, ting, ting. You strike a couple of sparks off the metal frame of the treasure chest. This has a similar design to other treasure chests you've seen in similar places. It looks very inviting to a rogue such as yourself.
Alright, let's check for traps. Raise wall.
Okay, let's have either an investigation or a perception check, depending on what your approach is.
I'm just going to turn around and say, get ready, Boren.
Yeah.
So we said investigation or
perception.
Perception. Yeah.
Let's say that investigation is more of a hands-on inspection, whereas
Perception is just looking round. Investigation is more detailed.
Prodding and poking. So perception 17. That's not bad. So you sort of have a bit of a look around the chest. You can't see any of the common trigger mechanisms.
I'm disappointed on so many levels it wasn't a mimic.
Yeah, that would have been funny, but sad. So I'm going to open this chest then. So you coming in, Boren? You yourself stand beside me.
That is literally just me winding you up because it is it is the most fun that I can have. To fireball the rogue.
I'm just going around the corner now.
Yeah, I suspect that the nervous twitch. Borin is imagining the fireball landing on his head, because hanging around with Kararuk, that just tends to happen. Hanging around with Char as well, of course. That sometimes leads to a good fireballing. Right, let me make sure that I'm on the right layer. You open the treasure chest, and inside there is kind of an inlay to the chest, which is obviously carved out of wood to form some kind of setting, which has been draped in some now rather mouldering, dusty velvet, which seems to have lost its pile a little bit. But it looks like it would once have had, quite a nice setting. But what you see within the setting, which apparently has not gone anywhere, is... Let me blow it up for you. I don't know how big this is going to appear on the screen. Blow it up. This is a gemstone. You can inspect it if you like. Do some sort of
yeah, I'll pick up.
Investigation.
Wait, no, wait.
I'll pick up and have a look around it.
Oh, don't do anything.
Dude, I've picked it up already. I'm looking at it.
Oh, where's my sonar? Here we are.
It's an object. It is neither lawful nor is it evil.
It's a gem. Awesome.
A mimic looks like an object, but it's not an object.
Yeah, true.
But this
Cool.
This gem is it's quite large. It has it kind of comes to a point at the bottom and has a beautifully cut facets on the top. Let me see, what might be a useful skill if you were looking at gemstones?
I would probably say stealth.
Stealth, eh?
Or deception, maybe.
How do you justify that?
Because...
It's his biggest stat.
Sorry?
It's, the reasoning is because it's your best stat.
Yes, 100%. And I would also say because if there was something dodgy or hidden about it, then I'd be in a stealthy mindset and think of how someone would hide something in it, and yeah.
I remain unconvinced, I'm afraid.
Alright.
But well, I think it's got to be perception again, hasn't it?
Yeah. No problem.
Wow.
Yeah, sort of not too bad. Okay, I mean this. You get the feeling having in your storied and illustrious career as a rogue. You have picked up gemstones before, and this isn't heavy enough. You think it may be something else.
Like a key, or does it sound hollow?
It does not appear to be hollow, but it doesn't appear to have it doesn't appear to have the density of a solid gemstone.
Okay, I'm gonna go and bring it to.
Maybe it's like
Yeah. I'm gonna go and take it to deep or Chaw. Good plan.
Okay. So,
Is there anything else in this room that I notice?
this room is quite dusty. It looks like no one's been in here for a while.
Okay, let's go and give it to our friends and see if they can make sense of it.
okay. When I go back to them, I also report that this corridor goes down. This one, long corridor, and at the end of it is a statue. Shall we?
Right, Borin, why did you go down that corridor? The whole point is Calric is fast enough and agile enough. If he sees trouble, he can lure it back into this area where we can fight them. He can't really sneak around. He couldn't sneak around with you clanging around like that. If there'd been anything down there...
All right. I didn't want him to be on his own or be live bait, so what would you want?
I trust Calric's ability to get out of a tricky situation quite swiftly. He's pretty quick on his feet.
So I just closed the door, the long corridor to the statue, just in case any voices carry.
Okay.
I'll give this gem to Char and say, can you make a head nor tail of that? And I'll say, Borin, what's down here?
Down this way, long corridor and statue at the end of it. Don't know if it's just a basic one or don't know if it's an enemy. Shall we open up this one and see what we can see?
Okay.
We're just looking. I'm not going down it.
Yeah. Just look. Since I've been given this gem, I'm going to just study it to see if there's any arcane energies about this, and do an Arcana check if that's okay. Or
yes, okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You have proficiency with Arcana, so that's within your powers.
Just to see if there's any auras or anything about it. That's what.
Ooh.
Tell me everything about your mystic arts.
It does appear. It appears to be some kind of enchanted glass. You notice not only that it is somewhat arcane in origin, but that it also appears to have. I would say this is something that would only be visible to somebody who is versed in the arcane arts of some sort. It appears to have little lines radiating around the edges. Kind of. I am struggling to describe to you what I mean.
So runes or something carved into it, or equivalent.
It's more like there are
almost like spiderweb cracks.
Not cracks. It looks like they're deliberate. It looks like they're supposed to be there. It looks like it's been looks like it's been scored, engraved even. But
so we're talking like Lord of the Rings kind of scribbles, like that.
No, it's not scribbles at all. No. It is engraved with lines going from the middle to the edge, and it gives it a almost like spokes, like spokes of a wheel, but possibly quite narrowly going around.
This definitely seems to have some power radiating off it. I don't know exactly what its function is, but it's curious. I'm going to pass it to Deep. Is this a family heirloom or anything? Do you recognise this?
So, my gut, John, is that this fits into something.
That would be a pretty good guess. Deep feels strongly that he may have seen something of a similar construction before, if not necessarily this one.
Okay.
Can I take a look? With my masonry, does it seem like would go into any sort of dwarven architecture or lock or kind of, building-ish?
Deep is the same as you.
You would probably have similar inklings to Deep. Only Deep has probably seen things like this before, because this is actually his home. Although, he'd scarce recognise it the way it is at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap this in a spare cloth and put it in my pack. I think we're gonna need it later. And unless you want to ritual cast detect magic, I don't think we can do anything with this now.
Maybe it goes in the fountain back home, but back down the way.
Okay. Yeah, we could always check that later.
Oh yeah, the well place that we found at the start.
Yeah. That's several days' travel, and we're here now. So
yeah, I'm not saying.
So Carrick, which one are you going to scout now?
I'll go down this big corridor using my stealth, obviously, because I like to stay stealthy. Do you want a stealth roll?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
Hell to the yeah.
Okay. Stealth.
I haven't actually opened any doors, but this one, the one up here, just goes down to a giant. This step one just goes down to a giant corridor again, held up by pillars.
Yeah, there's no door there. That's just a path.
Yeah.
Right. Where's it gone? Why is that not popping up?
22.
There we go. 22. That is not bad. I'll tell you what. That's probably. Yeah, that's Kararuk on a bad day. That's a 9, and he still comes out with a 22. For he is a sneaky dude.
Okay, so again, I'm going to go up on the ceiling and crawl along to see what I can see.
Okay, which way are you going?
Well, I'm going straight up here.
Cool. You're on the ceiling. Okay, let's turn you upside down. Do. Just to remind us.
Cool. Skill being in the ceiling. No, under that.
And hold on,
Okay.
let's ping it so that people can see where you are. You notice in this corridor there are in fact a number of mech zombies who are very pleased to make your acquaintance.
Can they see me because I'm on the ceiling and stealthy?
Let's see. Their passive perception is exceedingly poor. So actually they haven't spotted you. I'm going to say that the ceiling is actually high enough that you could probably crawl over their heads without them seeing you. If you really, really, really kind of, hunkered down and into the ceiling. But I don't know whether you want to do that. You may want to do that.
Do you know what? It's very, very tempting, but in this occasion, I shall go back to my party.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, hey chaps, we've got some more zombies. Someone want to take the lead? It's a very narrow corridor. There's probably enough space for one person, and you'd back them up.
Would it be better to lead them in here then? So we can get more of us to jump on them.
Indeed. And with that, I'm going to flip back down onto the corridor floor. Get ready, my friends.
Ping.
And I'm going to sneak up here. I know what's around the corridor. So can I go to it here? Use my leaf stock longbow. Shoot the first guy. Do I have advantage in sneak attack? Because they're not expecting me.
You have advantage in sneak attack because you are stealthed. Well, I should have got a new stealth roll off you actually.
Oh,
To be fair though, there's every chance that you will remain invisible. But give us one anyway, just for fun, just in case of a fumble or something. I know you can't technically fumble a skill roll, but
Okay, in a second.
But to those people I say, bah!
Humbug.
Hmm.
Stealth.
Must always have that 5% chance of falling on your face.
Or
But
actually,
He does not fall on his face at all. I have just accidentally made the wrong thing. The top window.
You went for the 5% of being invisible to God.
yeah, just being part of the walls, pretty much. Cool.
33. Okay, so you are most definitely hidden. There are few things that you could that could spot you in your current level of concealedness.
Boom, 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 boom. I didn't do that with advantage.
You had better have another go then. Hold on, let me scroll this out a bit so that I can check. Yes. Oh, you rolled a 2. If you roll a 1, then you can keep the 2. But right, yeah, have another go.
If he's still, hang on.
Give yourself the
How's
ammo
he
back for
shooting
that one.
How's he
what?
shooting a bow and arrow whilst being on the ceiling?
He's not on the ceiling.
I'm
right
not on
now.
the ceiling anymore.
Oh, he's not on the ceiling. Okay. So,
But I
And
mean,
I
if
can
your
shoot
feet
from the
if
ceiling.
your feet were stuck to the ceiling, you could still use a bow and arrow. It just, you know, you'd have to think about it a bit.
That's a bit better.
That is a bit better.
Okay. And then, using my cunning action, I'm running like the wind.
Okay. And that's muted. Oh dear, you did half damage that poor boy. So,
Jeez.
you'd better leg it.
5, 10, 15.
You, the Benny Hill music.
15.
Why are one of those zombies dressed as a nurse?
5,
Where did that happen?
30.
Why is one
Relics,
really
guys.
bold?
That's me.
Okay, so
I've got John Cleese's in it, so it does make it makes sense.
So let's ping that about there, and then I am going to roll initiative for these guys. Can you guys all please roll initiative as well?
Poor Pontos.
Damn.
Let's get these in the right order. Ping.
Great.
And that makes sense, because kind of Carrick started it. Carrick started it all. It's all his fault. And for some reason this thing thinks it's round 5, but never mind. Well,
I'm just following instructions and helping my team out.
1, 2, 3,
Like a good rogue.
4, 5. Yes, you're all in there. That's great. So we will start this combat with Carrick, who basically got a free turn because he kind of ran round the corner, surprised a load of mech zombies by shooting one in the face or whatever, and then ran away. And now it's back to you again.
It is. I'm going to come back down here and see. Over to you, big guys and little guys with armor.
Cool. Okay, let's move on to Borin. Borin presumably has his axe out.
Yes, Mr. Cleese is. Well, I'm just going to wait, okay, until they come up. But I'm going to have my my actions will be throwing my 2-hand axes at the first one that rounds the corner. And provided I'm in range, let me just double check. I don't want to be at long.
When
No, okay.
when one holds an action, is it subject to extra attack?
Nope.
No, I don't think it is. So you can definitely throw 1 if you do it as a held action, but I don't know if you'll be able to do
Okay.
2. But it's.
Then tell you what,
it's something-
I'll be at this. Tell you what, I'll be at this corner, and the second one runs through the corridor. I'll hack him out with Frenchie.
Okay. Says this is how you say your style, eh, Monsieur Borin? Hiding behind the corner, waiting for some unsuspected victim to run past. It is not very brave. I think you should rush in, waving me above your head. What do you think?
I think we need to be quiet now, Frenchie. If for this to work, you kind of have to work with your own strategies.
What,
okay?
you want me to be quiet? You want me to keep my voice down?
Yes, please.
Really? Oh.
Tell you what, count till 60. Count to 60 in your head, okay?
In my head?
60 in your head.
But I do not have a head. Oh, I suppose I have a head. Yes, I have an axe head. Yes. Okay. I will count to 60.
Okay.
Deux. Trois.
In your head. Don't have to say anything.
In my head. Okay. I'll try again. So.
Okay.
The axe starts counting in its head. You can kind of... It really wants to talk. It's really struggling not to. Then we're on to a next zombie.
Your axe is so annoying, it's almost a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 annoying.
The lights are going around and around in circles, so it's just like that.
Yeah, it's kind of counting using the cycling lights. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. These guys are fast because they are powered by science. So that's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So this guy gets to the doorway, which means that you can try and smack him.
Okay, say hello to Frenchie.
Bonjour, monsieur.
That's the spirit.
I am your end. Swing me, Brian. Swing me.
It's lost its count.
Oh, damn it. I lost count. Yes, I got to about 27. What? What did you say?
Well, it's a surprise attack. Do I get an advantage?
Surprise attack? I mean, did you take a stealth check? Did you hide yourself? Or were you just standing around the corner? I tell you what. Take a stealth check.
But I got a disadvantage.
And we'll say no more about it. You never know. You might do well on both dice.
Stealth. No guidance, no standard, no. But oh, hang on. No, I have disadvantage. I need to start all again. Okay, it's the disadvantage. So give me a sec.
Yep.
Skills, stealth, and I'll just do that one normal. 12 or 13 enough? No, 12 enough? I don't know why I did 3. They are dumb.
They are pretty dumb. So I am going to say that you have advantage to hit because he does not know that you are there. You are concealed. Obviously, you reveal yourself by attacking. But there we go. So you hit him as he runs past. He has gone 5. I'm just going to have to do some measuring here because I've just realised that.
I think you went 60.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. So he can actually go another 10 feet. Because these guys are powered by rampaging metallic pistons, which... that sounds wrong now.
Well, wouldn't that give me opportunity of attack if he's moving out of my range again?
I'm not sure it will, because if you don't use your reaction when you prepare an action.
No, you just basically forfeit your actions for the prepared action.
Oh,
So
fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if he moves out of your threat, you would get an attack of opportunity. But he might not move out of your threat. He might just stop here. But actually, he's going here, so yeah, go on. So, no advantage this time. Oh, down he goes. So let's see whether he gets back up again.
These don't count towards the...
Oh, how sad.
I feel the way I feel that character died is I sliced him in the stomach. He kept on running, and then his top half fell off from his bottom half.
Yeah, a bit of an anime sort of death where you get the kind of, and it's just like a flash, and then suddenly it's kind of like, both sides land kind of separately, just as all the blood kind of explodes out, which for some reason stopped for that brief dramatic second. Okay, Char, what's the plan, my man?
Char, just seeing those come round and Carrick saying he's bringing some friends, I'm just going to hold my my fingers out ready, and I'm just doing a hold action for my Eldritch Blast at the moment.
Okay. So, next one. Oh, he's right at the back. So, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. Then we have another 35 to here. He rushes along. That, I'm sure he must be within your range.
Yes, he most certainly is. So we will give that a little bit of love. And somebody like computer. Come on. All that wait for nothing.
Ah, Monsieur Borin, your friend there, he seems to have missed. You did not miss.
I've dropped my hand. My hand has fallen off.
Luckily, you cannot. Luckily, you cannot drop your hands. It's a shame. It would be very funny. You accidentally throw your finger guns. You know, your hand stays on there, but you just lose the gun form.
I suddenly turn into Luke Skywalker at the end of Empire Strikes Back.
No, it can't be true.
Just more just the armless bit. But unfortunately, that was a little bit upsetting, so that's all I can do.
Righty-ho. So
that zombie.
The mecha zombie has dashed, so he can't do anything else. We're going to move on to Deep. I bet I know what Deep's going to do. Yeah, he did what I thought he was going to do. Very good.
Hell yeah. Alright. Whoops. That was not where I wanted to go. Wow, I'm getting a weird thing where it's dragging the screen when I try to pick up my token. So,
yeah. You might be in pan view instead of select to move, which sometimes happens.
Okay.
Failing that, oh, Mecha Zombie just lit up then. It's always a bit delayed on my screen, the effects. Okay, this guy here who is severely decked already, and what the hell? Let's try that again, shall we? He gets to there, and he dashes through the door, dashing through the door on a one-horse open sleigh.
I get a murder. Oh no, I've already used my reaction.
Afraid so. Okay, and then another one. Here comes another one. dashes into the corridor, oblivious of the people standing on either side of the doors. Then we are on to Monsieur Pontos.
Right. Okay. Well, I was half expecting to do a nice chew bacon ram into the one further back, but these two are here, so he's just going to move up. Chew bacon first off is going to tusk the first one, and must remember to say it is not a charge, sadly.
12. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see whether he earns a name. Come on, Mecha Zombie. Oh. Poor Mecha Zombie.
And then Pontos will then have fun with his new best friend. He will hug it. He will hug it and squeeze it and pet it.
And call it George.
Mm-hmm. George, this one, stop playing.
Oh, disappointing. Come on, Mr. Zombie. Come on. Oh.
And
Sweet.
then I'm just going to move his trusty steed up to there, ready for the next round.
Cool. Right, on to Karuruk. Sinister elven dude.
Cool. So I can just about see the one that's left, so I'm gonna... Can I hide and hold my action with my bow, so as soon as I get a proper shot at him, because I can only half see him just now, because I'm behind his corner. As soon as he comes into view, I can shoot.
I would have thought you'd have a line of sight from there. Let me take a Karuruk's eye view. That's weird.
Doing a bit of metagaming here, but honestly, Karuk, you got me and Char before your turn before this guy's turn even starts. So whether or not you're going to have a chance to kill him, if you wait, is not likely.
The reason I'm waiting is because I only can half see him. So he's under cover just now, so I might not hit him.
Well, he's not in cover. You're in cover. He's out in the open.
Yeah, but I can only half see him.
I would say that he is fully visible to you, and you can target him. I don't know why you can't properly see him, to be honest, because you should be able to see through. You should be able to see through that light wall, but for some reason it's blocking your view.
So in that case, I'll just let loose. Standard, so there's no advantage. No sneak attack. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Right.
Cool, you got him.
Happy days. And then I'm going to come back here and just let the guy run on.
Okay, on to Boring.
Yeah, I'll just okay, let's just see that. Look, peek around this corner, see this one's got a giant. Walk up to it and then just double axe it. Finish it off.
Aha! This is more brave. This is much better. You see what a badass axe I am. You do not even need to swing me a second time. Why don't you swing me a second time anyway?
I tell you what, it's got it's does it come back? So yeah, one more time.
Oh, you critted him.
Does he not?
Technically, that does not affect you because we're out of combat now, so there are no rounds anymore.
Some might say Borin is permanently confused.
Yes, some might say that.
Okay, so which way now? So I come back out, wiping the blood off of Frenchie. I hope he appreciates that.
Yes, you must look after your axe. You must keep me very clean, monsieur. Yes, very
Okay.
good. Wipe my head. Yes. Ah. Oh, I think you missed a
stop
spot.
you.
Just here, just here. Wipe that bit. Yes, vigorously. Wipe me vigorously. Come on, boy. Come on. Work that wrist.
Feeling ill. Feeling violently ill.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So,
Which way are
I've
we
got a
going?
serious
Oh.
question for you, John.
Go on.
Did you ever live in Paris? Accent.
No. I've in the same way that I learnt my Scottish accent from dwarves. I also learnt my French accent from a candlestick. So
Are we going this way then? I've just realised Deep's wandered off.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say there's a nice big square up here. We can hang about while I go on back down this corridor, I guess, and see what's down here.
There's a door here.
Go for it, Kara. There's zombies regarding something.
Yeah, so I'm going to sneak. You want a stealth roll? I'll give you a stealth roll. In fact, I can do it from here.
Oh, there's a second door here as well. I got 2 doors.
doors everywhere. Which one will you choose, Monsieur Borin? Is very exciting, is it not?
So I'm going to.
Well, this one can't be that big because the amount of space in between the corridor. I mean, I'm a dwarf mason, so I figure architect. So I figured there's. Oh, it's so
I'm
tempting
going
to
to come
open
back
it.
up. So there's just more corridor down there. It's a long corridor. Let's go and open these ones instead.
Okay.
Keep us going.
I'm going to choose this one. And
Okay.
open.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that open thing was still working. It gave such good value, the ability to open your own doors. But yes, a small stone staircase leading down leads into a funny shaped room.
Is there anything in this room? Any secret compartments? Anything like that?
Oh, you can give me a perception roll.
This is a dwarven facility. Can I? And I have masonry skills, so architecture.
Well,
This is. Can I have sneak attack all over again?
it is. It's a lot like that, isn't it? So
Hang
luckily
on,
you'll
this
pass.
I'm a masonry. I literally make dwarven buildings and architecture for a couple of 100 years, and this
Yeah,
is the one place I feel like that should apply.
Stone cunning only applies to history, though. I seem to think.
Yeah.
So you have a look around. Nothing really seems to speak to you. Where are you looking? Give me an idea where you're looking.
Well, I feel like this bit should be part of should be something.
So you're focusing here.
I'm focusing on like the gap between this wall and the other wall that would have been here.
Ah, I see.
And then I'll focus then this side. How much space is there? Yeah, I mean the 3 places where there should be space for something or a hidden door or compartment. So it's like this space. Yeah, this way, and then this way, one after the other.
Okay. Can I have a perception roll for Deep, please? Who is also having a look around. Okay. So, Deep recognises, probably with a wry smile, a tactic of some dwarves, canny dwarves who don't want to be surprised. You notice that there is in fact a hidden viewing hole which passes through this wall here.
Okay.
And it would allow somebody standing there to look directly into the room beyond. so that you could see people coming in and have a look at them. So this is some kind of observation room.
It's the security. Okay.
While standing there, Borin notices a similar thing. So this room here has been cleverly made so that you can kind of view people entering that room.
So nothing there.
Is he frozen?
I don't
Okay.
know. I think he's gone for a drink.
All right. It just suddenly went all quiet. It's like,
Who did?
okay.
Who went quiet?
You
You
did. It just seemed like you were going to go off.
Oh, right. No, that was it for that moment. So who is that?
Okay.
Who is that there? Excellent. So Deep begins to walk down towards the north of the corridor, and then he hears a somewhat familiar chittering from above.
Oh man, that's what I'm gonna.
And then right in front of him drops the terrifying clockwork mantis of doom. So what I'm going to do is get you guys to roll me a perception check to work out whether that took you by surprise or not.
Perception.
Yeah.
So I'm
Perception.
going to do a stealth roll for him. See how sneaky he was being.
Oh.
Oh, that's very good. So I think Deep may get away with it. Oh, okay. None of you in point of fact are surprised, because the clockwork mantis manages to dislodge some brick dust before he lets go with his talons, and he falls down.
If it gets a 5 or less, we are so killing it before it even gets a turn.
Oh, don't say that. That kind of thing makes DM sad.
12. Okay.
Let's open the turn order. Here we go. So let's get this into order. Oh, he's definitely getting a turn. Don't you listen to him, Clockwork Mantis. So,
okay. I come out up these steps so disappointed, and then obviously see the mantle and the mantis drop down. I was like, light up with beam. Yay! Boring! Call for charge. Oh. Okay.
Monsieur Perrin, you need to come up with a much better battle cry. Why call out your own name? Why not say something cool instead? No one has ever heard of Borin Coldfoot.
It's so that they learn it.
Very good. Good shot.
And here we go.
Strike him a second time. Oh, you missed. You see, if you had a proper battle cry, this would not have happened.
I'm 1 for 1 at the moment here, so...
Well. Anyway. On to the Clockwork Mantis. It sort of looks at Borin with a slightly accusatory facial expression, if such a thing is possible, of a giant robotic insect. I need to quickly open the character sheet, remind myself exactly how it works.
Come on, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
So we have some serrated blade attacks coming. It is going to...
I can't remember. Did these explode?
I could not possibly comment. Wait a minute. That's the sword. Shut up, sword. Shut up, axe. I couldn't possibly comment. One thing they definitely do is attack with their swinging, serrated blade arms. It is gonna try and cuddle Borin twice.
I'm gonna riposte first.
Damn it. Okay.
do you mean, damn it, Frenchie? This is a good thing.
Oh, that was me. Okay. I guess that brings us on to Joe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just seeing that drop down. He's so much for trying to keep quiet with these stuff around, and so I'll just give us some finger guns and
Pew, 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 pew.
still can't hit tonight. Still can't hit.
3 in a row.
But they're not fumbles. They're just crap.
Well, I think if you don't hit anything this entire session, I think you should win the fumble.
Oh, he just hit
Well,
There you go.
That's
There you go.
it's ruined it all. Ruined it completely.
And then I'm just going to move to one side, looking behind me cautiously.
Okay.
Because there's a big hunk of burning love just waiting there, if all needs to go.
What kind of damage is
And
that? That's
look-
force damage, isn't it? Yep, no, that's
Mhm.
fine. Just checking. Right, on to deep. Just
Popping
just
up
checking.
there. And then the old lightning rod for my friend here. Yes. All right, I'll take that. That is it for deep.
Good shot. Okay, on to Mr. Kararook. No, Mr. Thistledown, I should say.
Yeah, so I am gonna run. No, I've still got my bow. I'm gonna drop my bow. Can I drop my bow,
You
then
can-
run up
You can drop your bow.
the ear and attack this thing?
You can do that.
Awesome. Bum, bum, bum,
I
bum, bum.
would holster my bow. I wouldn't drop it on the floor.
Yeah, I can't
holstering
holster
it
it. I have
requires an action.
So I'm gonna use my funky ice dagger on this infernal thing. Cover, crit, ta-da, ta-da. Sneak attack is yes, because my colleagues are engaged. Is it with advantage?
You
Yeah, I think-
have a diagonal flank there, so yep.
Bum 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 bum. Fire beast. Yo. Boom. Go on, hit.
Nice work.
Happy days.
Why is it doing that? Curses!
Cool.
For some reason, it is not showing some of the
The
numbers.
explosion.
Well, no, what's happening is it's showing the damage, and it's applying the damage, but it's not showing the breakdown of the damage, which means... I thought I'd fixed that earlier, but clearly
Yeah,
not.
it is. It's showing
is.
8 piercing, 8 cold, 19 snake.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but-
can't hover over
It's
the
the wrong-
8 cold to see
Oh.
how it derived it.
Right, I get you.
So it's doing the sums and outputting the result. It just isn't displaying the working, which is what I want to see, because then I'll know that it's set up right.
Okay.
But
Right.
anyway,
Do we have to dodge a fireball?
Yeah.
well, do you? That would be a good thing to know, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure that its cogs were a little bit, and it kind of twitches, but it does not explode.
Okay.
Then I'm walking back. Picking up my bow. Let's do a little whistle. Then shall we open this door here now? So we don't leave
Right.
anything behind.
Have at it.
Can we open this one?
Yup.
Okay, we have corridor that most likely will lead to the corner of this. So if this corridor will probably lean down to the corner, which I went down, which has a statue in the corner. So I think this entire square we've we're turning in on ourselves. What other ways do we have to go? So the big corridor with all the chambers is what I would think is the next logical way.
Well, there's a chest in this one.
Yes, I'm going to go and have a look. So I'm trying to sneak, but I rolled a 1.
Yeah, well, Carrot, you seem to be struggling a bit there. I think you're covered in some of the oil of that beast. Let me help you. And I'm going to, if you let me just walk past, I'm going to go up to him and touch him, and I'm going to cast invisibility.
Oh, sweet.
I think the only way we've got left, if this turns into a place where we don't necessarily have to fight, we just have to go down to the chamber room.
Rook, just remember, if you engage, the enchantment will be will wear off.
No worries. Hopefully, I think you should probably come in here. There's another chest. If I check for traps, am I still invisible? Because I'm not actually engaging in anything, I guess.
Yeah, it's only if you attack, and it lasts up to an hour.
Okay, then I choose to take a swing of it. Oh, hang on, wait. Actually, we don't even have to look at it at all. I can just do detect, and it's not live.
It only detects alignment. It doesn't detect life.
But what the last? It's not a mimic because the mimic's result for that. So I can tell you it's not a mimic. I can attack it if you want me to, but I can tell you it's not a mimic.
It might be a neutral good mimic.
I just don't want to destroy what's inside. I'll give it a poke with one of my throwing axes.
I'm just going to open it.
Okay. So, for real this time. Boom!
Oh.
Oh, fireball traps are the most fun.
Not really. Maybe for you.
Okay, what save?
So
It reminds me of home.
It is the standard basic DC for a fireball. So for example, I think it's DC. Is it DC 14? Basic. What your wand of fireballs?
My wand of fireballs. I think that's a 15. I wanted to say.
Dex or dexterity? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a dexterity save.
Right, one moment, Cole. Let me just double check the item. I've got a feeling it's 15 for the wand of fireballs.
Okay, I'm going to use my indomitable and obviously.
Sorry, my dexterity was 19 now.
Is the indomitable on the short rest as well? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's DC 15.
Cool. Okay. Indomitable turns a fail into a pass. Is that correct?
No.
Or does it just give you a reroll?
I think it just gives me a reroll. Oh, hang on. I can look it up. Oh, character sheet's loading so slowly today.
Yeah.
Oh, Indomitable is a long rest.
And you used it before last week.
Yeah, I've already used it. My apologies. I thought it was short. So yeah, 25 for me.
Okay, yep, 25 fire damage for Borin. Carryrook, by virtue of being a sneaky dude.
Up on the ceiling.
Used Borin as a shield.
Yeah, because yours would half, and then the other half would be gone because you have
Evasion.
Sneaky dude-itis.
Thanks, Borin.
Does his invisibility wear off because he's now just smelling burnt? Actually, no.
I've not engaged anything.
I think. Well, when Borin walks into the room, reaches out to poke the treasure chest with his axe. The treasure chest opens on its own, a fireball is ejected from the chest, and
Didn't you check for traps? Is not by definition a giant exploding box a trap?
He didn't check.
Uh,
well, he did
Someone
do
give me
a
25
perception
damage
roll,
then.
but yeah.
I need 25.
But
There we go.
the trapsmiths of Mount Pentegarn are far better than the trap makers of most mortal realms.
I come out of the corridor smoking and I'm just saying, okay, someone else is opening. I blow out a big mouthful of smoke. Okay, other people are opening chests. I've done my part.
Yeah, I take a draw of my cigar and blow smoke back at you and go, you need to be more careful.
No one can see me, but I'm walking up here. I'm guessing
Take a
I'm
cigar and put it out on the
sneaky.
helmet.
Was there anything south?
The corridor connecting to my statue, which
Okay.
I don't know whether or not.
And
One of
this path here, was there anything there?
That was just a big long corridor. I didn't get to the end of it. We can go and have a look, or we can continue north. But north seems to be a shorter route for some reason.
Okay, we'll
If
carry on. Hope.
Is north just left?
It goes left and also north.
Yes,
Right. Because I think what it's going to do is see me on the paint. I think it's just going to do that, and then we're going to be. There's going to be. It's just going to do that, and then we're right back into the main hall.
We need to find out because.
Being stealthy.
Well, let's
Do
wait here.
we?
Let's.
Do we have to check every single foot of this place?
I mean,
I'm not.
I think we
I'm
should
not-
go ahead and pursue it that way.
We need to make sure it's safe for when Deep and Dump rule back here.
Oh, sorry, hang on. No, I was trying to paint on what it's going to do. So if we pay attention to the little floor, I think it's just going to do this. It's just going to turn around on itself until we get back to this.
Oh, do you know what? We should probably ask Deep. He grew up around here. I mean, we wander around like bats, but Deep is his home, I guess.
Yeah. My memory isn't that good, but if you ask a question, I can meditate on it for a moment.
One too many hits to the head, Deep.
Yeah, sadly.
So I think Deep recognises some of the rooms, but it's as if other rooms have been hollowed out of the bare rock, expanding the scope of the caverns that you recognised, and not necessarily in rational ways. It looks like there's little antechambers coming off other little antechambers. It's, you know, you've noticed some quite weird architecture that is not entirely rational in appearance.
I have no idea which way he went.
Well,
He's
that's always
invisible.
nice.
You have no way of knowing.
Alright.
I wish I could make him actually invisible. That would be cool.
Camera angle. Need camera angle.
Cool. Alright. So, can I open this door? That looks open already.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
I
forgot
know
to
where
close
he
that
is
one.
because I'm able to see his screen. But is there any indication that we in this dungeon would have known which way he went?
Perception check. Possibly. Let's see. You would have to hear him. I don't know. Is there? If you were just listening, as opposed to looking and listening, would it follow that might be with disadvantage?
Or either that or Carrick has advantage for his stealth because he's invisible.
That is true. That makes sense. Can you involuntarily, Carrick, please take a stealth roll for me with advantage?
No worries. Go.
So this is
I think
you're not deliberately
yeah.
hiding from them, but because you are invisible, it makes you more difficult to be seen.
Sorry. Come on.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, 27. So, yeah, 27 beats 21. So Borin doesn't see which way he went.
Right, I'm going to roll the d2. If it's 2, I'm going right. If it's 1, I'm going left.
Why? He knows where we are. He's as protected as he can be. If there's any issues, he can find.
We don't know how far away he is from. Remember last time he did this, and he started getting eaten by a mimic, and we had no clue.
Yeah, and remember about 5 minutes ago, he lured the mecha zombies exactly where we could fight them.
Okay. Well, this door is closed, so I know he hasn't been this way.
Yeah, let's just let Kararook go. I mean, we're already worried he's going to bite us while we're sleeping, so we might as well.
Why would I do that? I'm a friend.
I don't know. You fell down on the ground and you woke up looking a lot more thirsty.
I never knew you thought of Kararook in that sense.
Yes, I'm Mount Pentegarn Thirst Trap.
Cool. Alright. So I'm going back, sneaking up behind Borin, and putting my hands out and just grabbing his shoulders to give him a bit of a fright and go, "This way, my lads, I've found another chest." Do I frighten Borin?
I'm just thinking, would I wield my axe around as an invisible hand that's just touched me?
Well, the axe.
I'm being a character here.
Frenchie, the axe goes, "Ah! What the hell, man? You scared the life out of me. If I was not an infernally possessed object, I would have had some kind of aneurysm. How could you?"
Oh, wait a minute, you're an infernal object, are you? That's interesting.
Borin nearly shot himself.
I say, come, let's go down this way.
If I had an intestinal tract, I would have shot myself.
Frenchie, can you actually see what we see?
I mean, I do not have eyes, but I have senses of a sort.
I can't move Chewbacca. He seems to be stuck in here at the moment.
Ah, he's stuck in a wall. Why would you do that to the poor beast?
Frenchie, if you ever get the inkling that something bad is approaching us and getting way too close in the 30 feet, please, and we're not responding to it, please let us know.
Why would I do that? It is much more fun. Much more fun when things just sneak up on you. Surely, everyone likes surprises.
Well, if I get killed, you're just going to be lying on the ground wherever it is I died, aren't you?
Well, that's okay. It's nice to have a rest sometimes. Someone will pick me up sooner or later.
What if I died? Does it look like somebody's going to be coming around here anytime soon?
Well, you never know. There's some mechanical chaps. Maybe I would be affixed to some mechanical thing. I bet I could kill lots of people that way.
I'm going to see.
So you have no loyalty to me at all.
What's that?
So you have no loyalty to me, your wielder, at all.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, a little bit. I mean, I will help you out as much as I can, but, you know, you have to let me have some fun.
They are bound by the terms of the pact, and that is it. You've got to understand that it is purely business.
That's right, it is business. Yeah, we like business.
Well, once I get the contract over, I'm free to do with you whatever you like, so please bear that in mind.
Oh, well, I'm free to do whatever I like with you afterwards as well.
Don't think that's how it works, but...
Oh, you would be surprised.
Okay, so I'm in the empty room. Is this like the same one that there's little pork things I can look out of, or is this just an empty room?
No, there's no view holes here, Borin.
I'm going to say, deep jar, there's a chest in here. Let's go and have a look. I'm going to sneak in quietly.
It is a big old chest. It is.
It looks a big old chest.
Somewhat bigger than the last one you looked at.
Awesome. I'm going to poke it with an arrow. See if it tries to attack me.
Ting!
I'm trying to not have a PTSD right now.
I'm going to check for traps.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's going to be perception, I guess.
It does not appear to be trapped in any tangible way.
Alright. Doesn't give me much option. I'm going to have to open the chest now.
So, are you doing it?
Yes, I'm going to have to.
Okay, you reach out to flip up the lid of the chest. It stays steadfastly unmoving.
Awesome. Can I use my thieves' tools to try and pick the lock on?
You can. It looks like a fiendishly complicated lock of dwarven design. And it has on it some little engravings which look a bit like the sigils representing House Pentegarn.
Cool. Where's my thieves' tools?
Oh, does it look like it can fit a jewel in it?
I don't know, it looks like it could fit something smaller than the volume of the external dimensions of the chest.
Deep. See if this is where you put your gem.
Oh, no. The lock does not have anything that you could put a gem into. Sorry, I didn't realise what you were asking immediately.
Okay. Alright, so how do I pick this
I'm now
lock?
backing away from the room. I'm now backing out of the room, having it not be what I thought it was.
Yes, run away, Borin, run away! Yes.
How can I pick
You need to collect souls and not be incinerated.
Just getting ready for this. I'm going to prestidigitation some sunglasses and just put them on ready. So
Alright, let's open it up then.
Okay.
What do I need?
So click on your Thief's Tools, it will ask you which attribute to use. Go for Dexterity, and we'll see what you get.
Yep.
I hope this shows you how much confidence we have in you that all the members that are not immune to fire are outside hiding. We believe in you, Terry!
Boom! And there's a big earthquake and we all die.
That is surprisingly good.
I'm a sneaky thieving rogue.
Yeah. Oh well, that's expertise for you, isn't it? Very good. The lock is intensely difficult. It has more than it has 2 or 3 overlapping and interacting locking mechanisms which you have to unlock all at the same time. Otherwise it just locks. It just kind of locks again. So it's like having to pick 3 locks at once. But each time you open one, you have to kind of hold it open while you try and open the other one, and you're kind of holding 2 picked locks open with your fingers whilst trying to pick the last lock, and it may be one of the most fiendishly difficult locks you have ever picked before. But finally, you hear a click.
Okay, let's open the lid of this chest with great trepidation.
My axe is around the corner, and I'm watching him in the reflection of it. It's just like,
come to me.
Ooh.
What you find is another gem-like thing. This one does not come to a point at the bottom. In fact, it is more like a flat disc, but it does have an indentation in the middle, which looks like it might fit the gem that you've already got.
So you put them together and it gives a kind of hourglass.
Char, can you give me that other gem for a moment, please?
I gave it to Deep as it is his home.
Okay, we'll go and see Deep. Is there anything else in this chest while I'm rummaging around?
It appears not. It appears this chest was designed to house this specific object.
Oh,
But
it's
before
deep.
before you put the two together, can we go back to our original positions as we do not know what is about to happen? Deep, get back.
You can run away if you want. I say, Deep, can I have a look at that gem, please? And does this
Sure.
make any sense? And I'm going to bring them together. I said, do you want to be in this room where this happens?
I think Char should leave, but I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
I have faith in you so far, Carrick. I am willing to see what happens.
Thank you. I'm going to turn around, face both of them, then slot them together.
Okay, so the smaller gem that you already found seems to fit neatly into the other. I say gem, it's not really a gem, it's a kind of enchanted glass, possibly of volcanic origins, because it's very tough. At least it feels very tough. It doesn't feel brittle, you know, it feels like it feels quite strong but light. But the gem fits in the top, but not so tightly as to prevent it from moving.
The pretty freaky thing is, as all this is happening, you just see the two gems doing this on their own because Carrick's still invisible.
yeah.
Very true.
What you
Well,
know?
Is holding it. I want to like put my hand on top of the gem we inserted and see if I can twist it like a gauge.
Yes, it rotates freely and without resistance, as if that may be what it's designed to do. You can almost feel there's a kind of, you know, there's a very slight
Ratchet
yeah, it feels like it slightly ratchets as it goes round, but it does go round pretty smoothly.
When you turn on an old-fashioned washing machine, and there's
yeah,
that.
the dial or something. Yeah.
There's something that if I say what I'm thinking, it will immediately give away more than I want to immediately give away. So I'm not going to say
Combination on the safe. A safe combination.
Okay, there we go. At least I didn't give it away. Yeah. So what it seems like, it has that kind of smooth motion, but also with a slight feeling of ratchetiness as it kind of goes around.
Okay.
Shall I try and do some lock picking again and see if I can?
Before we go there, I just want to look at the whole thing. Does it look like there are other insertion points where different gems need to go, or do we have the whole thing?
It doesn't look complete to you. It looks like there's probably at least one more piece.
So what I think it is like the pin that holds it together in a circle. So like they go like that, and then in the center, like a ring or something, holds the two together.
Okay.
So I'm saying, okay, Deep, do you want to? Have you seen this before, Deep? Is this something from your family left here?
Second, while I consult my brain.
It seems familiar. It is not necessarily a very commonplace artifact, but you think you may have seen something like it before. Probably here, probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, a long time ago. So you know, you are aware of things a bit like this, and yeah, Borin's guess that it might be some kind of combination device does seem to ring true with you.
Okay.
Unless oh, sorry, go on, mate.
I was going to say, unless the Invisible Man complains, I'm going to rewrap this in a cloak and put it in my backpack.
Cool.
Absolutely fine. It's your heritage, my friend. We're here for you. It's yours.
Yeah.
Let's have a little comfort break about now, because we've passed the halfway mark. So
Cool.
Let's come back in about 10 minutes time, about 10:30 UTC. I am not going to change us to the break screen because it does weird things. So I am just going to pause the recording. Catch you guys in about 10.
No worries.
See ya.
Right.
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 21 of Into the Jaws of Death. Our resident elf has just vouchsafed that henceforth he shall be giving Kararook an accent.
A Scottish one.
Oh, that's not what you said.
I don't think it's convincing.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky. I'll put on a rough Scottish accent for him.
Scottish accent? No, that was terrible.
That was shocking.
That was shockingly bad. That didn't even sound like a fantasy dwarf.
Yeah, I think we both know someone who would cringe if they hear you do that accent.
Indeed, yes. If she watches this back, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, so we are resuming. Continue.
Cool. Right, I'm going to come back out of the room to my party and say, I'm just going to go and see what's down this corridor. May as well finish her off. I'm going to stay past Deep, while I'm going to tug on his beard as I walk past, and then I'm going to whiz by Char and sort of pat his head, and wander down here and sneak down here. Being stealthy, do you want stealth roll?
Yes, please.
Boom. Just with advantage as well, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
My pig's stuck in the wall again. In fact, both of them are stuck in the wall.
Maybe you should stop sticking your pig in the wall.
That sounds so wrong.
I tell you what, when you want to bring him out into a room he fits into, let me know.
Okay.
I'll get him to follow you along the corridor, though.
In the meantime, I will just move Pontos.
Yeah. So Kararook enters another room. This is a bit unusual. There appears to be what would have been a pool of water, where there has been some kind of water erosion that has eaten through the floor, possibly over hundreds, if not thousands of years. But the chill temperature of the mountains and of Pentegarn has turned the water to ice. So there is an icy patch of floor which doesn't quite meet the rim of the rocky floor next to it. So if anybody is on this bit, if you move over it at faster than your standard speed, or try to do anything particularly complicated while standing fully on it, then I might ask you for a dexterity save to prevent you falling on your ass, which is an occupational hazard if you are standing on ice.
I'm going to look up to see anything on the ceiling.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
You don't see anything on the ceiling.
Sweet. I'm going to sneak around the side. And as I see a door and a statue. Okay. I'm going to head back to my friends. See. Deep, do you know anything about ice on the floor in this part of your home mansion?
Not off the top of my head, but does that do anything for me, John?
This arrangement of small rooms here appears to be a subsequent addendum to the original floor plan layout. It seems like dwarves are very good at placing their rooms within a solid stone area, but whoever hollowed these bits out was probably not paying attention to the kind of safety precautions that dwarves take when they are tunnelling. I'm going to say that when a dwarf is tunnelling, they go, "Oh, we'd better not tunnel through that, because when you see the rock strata going in that direction, it means that it's water eroded and it won't be any good building rooms there." But here, it has been hollowed out as if by some madman, some lunatic, who has hollowed it out regardless of the potential consequences to anyone using the rooms.
So, do you want me to continue looking that way, or shall we go somewhere else?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should follow you in.
Okay.
Or you.
Mind your step, because it is icy. So I'm gonna.
It's what?
Icy.
What's issy?
What?
Yeah. What's this?
Something you're not going to enjoy, my friend. Something new for you to come and experience. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. It's just water that's frozen over because it's so cold.
Water that's cold.
Very cold.
Not sure I get what you're on about there, but very odd.
Cool. And I'm going to open this door and say, "Are you alright there, Char? You seem to have... Your red flaming eyes and stuff seem to have cooled down a little bit. It's a slightly different shade."
Fortunately, this armour I'm wearing is keeping me at a adequate temperature, but this is like what falls out of the sky outside, correct?
Yes, but frozen. Cool. Now I'm just going to continue sneaking as he can talk about nice.
Your realm is a very strange place, Deep.
Yeah, I know. But that's why we love it.
Okay, again, I'm still sneaking.
Okay, let's have a fresh stealth roll, especially now.
Skills. Stealth. Dumb. Just waiting for it to roll. Come on.
Okay, not bad.
Cool.
Holy crap.
I can see a big massive chest. Alright, so I'm gonna come back down and say, alright lads, I found some stuff. There's a big massive chest. There's 4 of those big massive statues that normally turn into clicking animals that try and kill us. There is a bridge, sort of, with ice at either side that probably make a good sort of head point, I guess. But there's a big, massive chest in this room. It's probably the biggest chest I've ever seen. Ever.
Hell yeah, brother.
It could be.
I've never seen a big chest.
Deep, are you not just robbing from yourself at this point?
Yeah, no, it's true. But maybe it'll have the last piece of this red contraption.
Maybe.
Yeah,
let's proceed with caution then, if this seems too good to be true.
Cool. I'm saying, let's go up this way, my friends.
And
Obviously, yeah, they can't see me.
And Pontos whistles and summons his faithful steed to his feet.
Okay, so
we went back again.
I'm here, pig.
The pig boy's here and Borin here.
going to sneak up in the middle.
Where is this large chest you speak
where's
of?
Borin? Let's keep Borin up behind you. The 7 out of 10 annoying sword continues to prattle on in its terrible French accent, and Borin continues to argue with it. Ahead of Kararuk is a I don't want to misuse the word, so it might be a plinth or a dais. Dais. Like a raised platform. And you shouldn't talk about your other half like that, Michael. And there are some pillars. There are also a number of alcoves around the edge of the room in which Kararuk has already spotted a couple of dwarven statues, all facing inwards as if watching the chest.
Well, Kararuk, are you feeling brave? Do you want to go try to open the chest and get out of there before the monstrosities come?
I will give it a try. Just be ready, because if anything happens, I'm running out of here. Oh, sorry, Scottish accent. It's proper Scottish accent. Just make sure everything's ready, because as soon as I open this thing, I'm running like my ass is on fire.
That was terrible. Where did you learn your Scottish accent?
Why don't we put Pontos here and Borin like there? That way Kararuk can just run past them and we'll have a wall of meat to defend us.
I was going to say, Chris, where did you learn your Scottish accent? It sounds like you learned it from me.
Boy, mine's is genuine.
Yeah,
I'm going to try my English accent next.
Oh, go ahead. I look forward to hearing that.
Down in Somerset, that's where we come from. Somerset, where the combine harvesters come and get ya.
Oh my good God.
I used to live in Bristol. So, Somerset.
That could explain. Yeah, that could explain some things, really. But
Yeah.
Right, well, I suppose that Somerset is one of the English accents, although I don't tend to think of it as being one for some reason. I tend to think of it as being a regional.
Okay. Keep going here, folks.
Cool.
All right,
so
then.
toss to the other side.
Pay me no mind.
Get lash.
So, is Kararuk going to lead the way?
Yeah, I'm going to wait for Pontos to come over here.
Yeah, put Pontos up there so we have a blockage of the path.
Cool. And then I'm going to sneak up. Do you want a stealth check?
Oh, yes, please.
Skills. See, I'm saying it as if I'm so confident I'm never going to fumble it, but... Come on. I'm just waiting for it to know why I've pressed the buttons.
has it crashed? Has it crashed?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
no, it just took a while. 33.
Yeah, you rolled a 20 and a 1.
Awesome.
Oh, good thing you're invisible. Okay.
So I'm going to continue to sneak up, but as I'm sneaking, I'm checking for traps, making sure there's no tripwires or nothing along those lines.
Okay, perception rolls then.
So it's getting serious now. Come on.
You can't see any traps.
Go. Sneaking up. On the dice, looking up. Looking around the chest, poking it with an arrow. Is it alive? And I poke it with my arrow.
Ting! It does not appear to be alive. It certainly doesn't try to take a bite out of you. But it appears to have possibly the most fiendish dwarven log that you have ever seen. Even more fiendish than the one before.
All for a lock. Alright, so I'm gonna get me tools out. My tools.
Hold on while I get my tool out. Says Carrot.
Wow. Sorry. Why is he fixing the fridge?
Sweet.
Oof.
Locks do not stop this rogue.
You begin to make some progress with this fiendish dwarven lock. And you pass through the first layer of lock.
Awesome.
A second, more fiendish lock lies beneath. That first one was just a taster.
What the hell? Have you been on the sugar or something, John?
Sorry, I'm just in a good mood today due to the nature of domestic politics.
So, alright, so I'm going to get my tools out and set to work on this second set of locks. I'm like, bloody dwarven locks. I'll sort this out. And here's hoping. Boom.
Oof.
Well, it's not bad. It feels like all the time you are interacting with this lock, you are kind of making some progress. It feels like it is less locked than it was when you began, but not entirely unlocked. Can you please give me a perception check?
Yes.
Either Michael is typing or he fell asleep on his keyboard. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you may continue to do your unlocking if you wish.
These tools. Yes, please. Oh.
Very good. So, you think that probably did it. This is probably the most complicated locking mechanism that you've ever seen. And even the person who showed you how to pick locks never told you about locks this complicated. But being as you are so good at opening locks, you feel like you've done it.
Hey.
But before you can lift the lid,
Dun, dun, dun.
and in somewhat predictable fashion, I do apologise, the statues behind you turn into clockwork abominations, shedding their outer layer of brass, revealing the strange insectoid-looking clockwork creatures beneath. You are so intent on unlocking the chest that you did not immediately notice them begin to move. So I am not going to let you run away until your turn. You're going to have to... let's have some initiative.
Sweet.
Yeah, you won't be able to run away until the start of your turn. So you say this to the rogue. Rogue goes, okay. Not a problem.
Well, last time I let him run away before the combat proper actually started, but because he was so sneaky. But this time, well, you did actually beat them all to the punch, unfortunately. So who am I missing? I am missing Borin. Who would like to take charge of Borin in the absence of Michael?
Michael's been in the chat, so I don't know if he's gone now, but
he says he said he was watching, but he's not in the audio chat, so he can't hear us. So,
okay.
So say what you like about him. He can't hear us.
I can run Warren if nobody else wants to.
Cool.
I'm sort of juggling 2 and a pig already.
Okay.
Fine by me.
I will make it so that Nate. I'll make it so that Nate can control him. Sorry, I was trying to remember my nicknames. Where's it gone? Oh, it says Deep, that's why. I was getting confused. We all have so many names. There we go.
Okay.
Ching.
I want to just Daisy at the weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get him right into the fight. He'll be dead in 2 rounds.
Well, folks, are we sticking with the plan to stay within the choke point?
I think so. Maybe just pull back a little bit because the choke point will help against creatures that size.
Okay, so Borin is gonna ready chop with his axe, and that's it for him.
Cool. Okay, on to Pontos. Oh, our frontline fighters are being... their main players are not here.
Pontos and his faithful steed are going to brace themselves for these creatures. He's going to go defensive.
Cool. Brace yourself, Chew Bacon. I'm going in, says Pontos. He's going defensive, so he's dodging.
Yep, and same with Chew Bacon and.
It moved. Here we go. Let's get the dodge token marker on both of you. For some reason, it didn't appear. Let me try again. There we go. I'll put him on that side, and then I can see that you're both dodging. Not that it really matters. I'll move you back again. Kararook.
Yeah, I'm going to run. Surprisingly.
Which way are you going?
Straight down. Oh. In fact, these things can't see me, can they?
Oh, you're invisible. I forgot you were invisible.
Yeah.
They can't see you, but they have an inkling that you're there because you were interfering with their things.
Yeah, I'm going to run down. 5, 10, 10, 30, 35. Leaves me about there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Can I do a thing?
You didn't have to disengage because you were not in melee, which means that you still have an action and a bonus action. So
awesome. So I've got ball bearings. Can I drop some ball bearings on the floor?
I think you can.
Because then that floor becomes a hazardous place for these things to walk across because they'll slip and fall and become prone, and then we can split them in half.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly have a look at what it says about ball bearings. I don't know how much each creature in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range. As an action, you can spill these tiny metal balls from their pouch to cover a level square area that is 10 feet on a side. A creature moving across the covered area must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make the saving throw. Okay. You may drop ball bearings on a 10-foot square area. All you need to do is tell me which 4 squares that will cover.
Can I go here, 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 and here?
Sorry about that.
That's right. Can you ping those for me again, please? Because
That one?
that one.
Yep. That one?
Yep.
That one. And that one.
I think it has to be a square.
Oh, okay. Okay, that, the one in front of Boren and one behind Boren. So, oh, there. 2 in front of Boren and 2 where I am just now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Accidentally drawing squares everywhere. I am going to move that onto the map layer for now, just so that I remember where it is and don't accidentally move it all over the place.
and then, using my cunning action, I'm going to move back a little bit more to there, and that'll be me.
Cool.
I
Okay.
hope you guys seen what I did to that big massive chest there. There's like 3 locks on it, and I got through all 3 of them.
Didn't
Just
see you
saying,
do
like-
anything.
Yeah, I was going to say they didn't see anything. They might,
Oh yeah, that's true.
if they were really, really listening, they might have heard some clicking.
And swearing.
So they're coming. Michael's Boren, are you saying
Really?
something?
I think it's Michael in the background.
Hmm.
Release the mecha bugs.
So, does that count? Creature moving across. Okay, he's only just reached the edge of it, so I'm not going to make him roll yet. Right, this one is probably going to have to pass through it. So he is going to have to go 1. And if he wants to go through, he's going to have to go to there, which means he's going to have to cross the ball bearings. Now, a large creature can pass through a 5-foot aperture, as we know. Otherwise, Chew Bacon would still be at the entrance. So, I shall now roll a dexterity save, DC 10 for this thing, to see whether it keeps its feet.
Happy days.
And now Boren's got his held action.
And it has advantage.
Yes.
How do you spell
H-A-H-A-H-A.
Michael, I'm not sure if you're in a position to roll, but you have an attack with advantage with your axe on this one. If it doesn't happen shortly, I'll just do it myself. Okay.
Yep.
Now, advantage.
Whose turn is it? Abomination.
Oh, unfortunate.
What do you
That was
mean I mean?
bloody advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
You are here, but your held action was just discharged by Deep. So when it gets to Boren's turn, you will be back in the chair.
It was rubbish.
What the hell happened?
I blame Frenchie for that one.
Yeah, I would.
Right, let's measure. No! No!
So basically, there's some ball bearings on the floor in front of you. I dropped ready for these big beasties to come and fall over and make themselves prone. One did. You took a swing and you missed.
But how did we get here?
You walk?
We walked.
Don't worry, you can watch the VOD and find out all about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! This guy can't really do anything. They've all been bottlenecked thanks to your expert strategy. So, on to Deep.
Okay. Well, as long as this guy's on the ground, I might as well roll on him.
I'd rather you hit him with your mace than roll on him.
Advantage. Blessed strike. Suck it. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Oh, the mighty mayonnaise enters the fray.
Here it comes. Oh my god, the mayonnaise has advantage for the first time ever, I think. Ha-ha!
Oh, wow.
Take that, asshole. That's it for D. Oh. Ha-ha!
On to Char, who might not know that Kararuk is standing right next to him.
No, but seeing this swarm of very angry metal coming my way, he reaches down to his leg holster and pulls out his wand of fireball. Because I think this is a proper time to do this.
So you want to move it a bit further south. There we go. You'll get everybody then.
Oh, if I do it like, come on, move down a little bit further. I was like, if I just.
Yeah,
it's really lagging.
About there. There we go.
Excellent. But I think, I don't want to prove Kararuk right all the time. Oh, come on, move up. It's really lagging on me now.
It's probably the animated thingy. It does a...
Mm-hmm.
So, I had better move it so that this is actually in the centre of the view.
Excuse me. And I can't move it. It's not moving.
So I imagine if you have it there.
No, that's better because I don't want to necessarily hit Borin every time. Though, admittedly, the one that's knocked over will automatically fail his dexterity save, so that's nice.
Oh, really? Poor little guy. Poor little guy.
So you. So how much?
27.
27 on a DC 15 for each of those.
Great.
So if that guy's automatically going to fail, then I will. Do you automatically fail when you're prone? That's rubbish.
Pretty certain.
Hold on. Dex saves while prone. Yep, somebody searched that before. The prone condition does not inflict disadvantage to dex saves. Huh.
So I thought prone condition.
Condition prone submit. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Attack roll against the creature has advantage. If the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature and otherwise the attack roll has disadvantage, it appears that it makes no difference.
Okay, I that is perfectly right. In my head, for some reason, I thought it might be another condition I'm getting mixed up in. But okay, all 5 of them, DC 15, please.
Coolio. Right, group check. Dexterity save, DC 15. Damage 27. 27 of your earth hit points. Ping. Oh, 1 crit, 1 fumble. Only 1 pass. Wow. 4 failures there. Apply damage. It doesn't kill anybody. But this guy is bloodied as much as a mechanical contraption can be bloodied. The rest are all damaged but still operational.
I'll take a charge off my rod, and then that will be me. Well, I'll do that afterwards. But for now, that is me done. Where it's just like detonated that. Well, that's a start. Okay, and another mecha bug or something.
Yes, another one approaches. There's not much point in him charging, so he can queue up behind his friends. So we will move on to Borin.
Yay! I'm back again. Oh, God, it absolutely nightmarish trying to book. So, give me a sec. Okay. I'm trying to sort out suitcases at the same time. Right, one. Okay, one submit. One attack. Oh, I haven't taken any damage. That's nice.
Because it fell over as it got to you.
Okay, I'm hoping for a chain reaction here. I might need some healing when this explodes.
So might everybody.
Remember, you do have advantage.
Oh, do I have advantage? I did not know that.
It's knocked over.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So can we keep that first attack as advantage?
Yeah. Do a third attack with advantage, and that will be the equivalent of 2 attacks with advantage, because we can ignore the 13, pretend that was the worst roll on your first attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, excellent job, Master Borin. Sorry, I'm channeling my evil mastermind today.
Deep, I'm gonna need healing.
Creatures within 10 feet of the Clockwork Abomination take 4d6 fire damage, or half on a successful DC 14 Dexterity saving throw. So we will have Dexterity saving throws for Pontos, Chew Bacon, Deep, and Borin. Everyone.
Do we have blood?
Kararuk is far enough away for it not to affect him. You are not blessed.
We really need to activate Bless.
Whatever for? Who needs bless? So we have 2 passes, 3 passes, 1 fail. So Chew Bacon fails, everyone else succeeds. I'm going to roll some damage here. 4d6.
Wow.
Wow.
I have my ring of fire resistance, so I don't take anything.
Wow.
Okay.
Not that anybody else is really taking anything.
Yep, 2 points to anybody who is not magically protected from stuff.
I don't mean to laugh on that one, John, but oh my god.
I know.
Be a roll of the night.
4 1s.
I will take off the health points myself. That is so pathetic.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, and I have to do one for this guy as well, because I forgot about him. Because... oh, hold on. You know, I've just realised there's a loophole here. It's fine.
I'm still trying to... How did you find this place?
We walked round the corner from where we were.
Yeah, they haven't moved very far.
And did you try to open this giant chest?
We have.
Yeah, that seemed to be more fitting for the combination to the 2 diamond parts, so we can't... You didn't open it out?
No. It was just a very complicated lock, and it opened.
What
can I amazing?
Get in there. Watch the bearings.
I'm going to... I've still got movement. Can I stand in the same place as the Mighty Mayo, or...?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it as an align in here, then. Because if I stand there, I have a feeling that you're going to be able to pincer in it, maybe 2. So if anyone takes a step back.
Borin's diminutive stature makes him smaller than a jar of mayonnaise.
All right, Kev. Let's have some Pontos action.
Okay, well, Borin, you're gonna get barged now. I'll lose the dodge action on both these boys.
Yep. Cool.
So first things first, a bit of tusk glove. Good boy. And where are you? Where are your claws of? There it is.
Ching!
I'll scratch your eyes out. There's more where that came from in a moment, and that is him done.
Okay, on to Kararuk, who, if you haven't taken an attack yet, which I don't think you have, you are still invisible.
Indeed. It's not too much I can do just now. Anyway, so I'm going to just move over here and stay invisible.
Very well.
He must be circling. I don't know where he is, but he must be circling.
In fact, how high are the ceilings?
Why do you ask me these details which I ought to be able to tell you easily? I think the ceiling is probably 10 to 15 feet high, I'm going to say.
How big are these creatures?
I would say that they are at least 10 feet tall.
Okay, so not a lot of space in the ceiling. Alright, never mind. I'm done then. Sweet.
I mean, if you were on the ceiling, you'd have a bit of clear... Well, if you crawled along the ceiling, proper vampire style.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I can get away with that, and if there's enough space, I want to try that and climb over these beasties.
The problem is that you would have to, if you were crawling, you would have to go at half speed.
Okay.
Technically, you could dash, and you could dash again using your cunning action. So you could actually cover a fairly you could cover 105 feet. Except it would be half of 105 feet. You could cover 50 feet. Well,
Whoa.
Anyway, maths is hard. If you want to, you might be able to get over their heads, if that's what you want to do.
That is what I want to do.
Okay, we'll have to do some maths. So you are to crawl up this, to climb up the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to obviously need to move to a wall and then climb up it.
Yeah.
So
I'll move there, I guess.
Okay, so we've got 10 feet to there. Then we're going to have 15 feet to walk up the wall, so that's 25 feet. You are then on the ceiling here. I've just moved the wrong thing, but I'm going to move you now. I'm going to turn you upside down. So you are now on the ceiling. So from there, so you did 25 feet.
Yep.
Which means you've got 10 feet left of your normal move, halved to 5 if you're crawling, but you're not crawling yet. So you can move 10 feet over the heads of these guys. So position yourself 10 feet further forward if you want.
You know what? I'm going to position myself over Borin.
Okay.
So I'm going to go this side. Then.
So you are. So once you get to here, you will have to be crawling.
Okay. So what I'm planning to do, I'm going to go up this side.
Yep.
so I can sort of look and see what's over here.
Okay. So you'll have to go forwards a bit to see around the corner, in theory.
So that gives me a bit there-ish.
So we're kind of in the second move now, aren't we? So we're like 35.
That's 50 so far.
That's 50 feet. So that is, I think you can do 70 feet on a normal dash. If you cunning action dash as well, then you've got a bit more. But if you're on top of one of these guys, you're at half movement because you need to crawl to get clearance over the tops of their heads.
Okay. So I'm going to be over their heads as I'm going to be heading. I do not have the ruler for some reason. But I'll see. I'm going to head over this way.
So if I think you've got 10 feet left, which equates to 5 once you're over their heads. So if you're there, if you move yourself there.
Can I go diagonal? So there.
Yep, okay. Yep. You can do that. Okay, so now this is cunning action dash. Every 5 feet that you move while you're moving over the top of one of these guys is 10 feet. But you have 35 feet in total. So you could go 10, 20, 25, 30, you know, I mean, so you can get into this corridor here.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm aiming for. So I'm going to go there.
Okay, I think you might even have 5 feet left if you want to go a tiny bit further, but...
Yeah, I may as well.
Okay.
Cool. Nicely done.
So, none of this was seen by anybody else. How long does invisibility last for? Please don't say a minute, because that would
an hour.
An hour. Thank goodness, because otherwise all this would suddenly become impossible. Okay, so this is where things may start to get a bit sticky, and we are actually at 20 past 11. So this is the point where we would normally stop and do some awards. So, shall we stop and do awards? That's what we normally do, isn't it? Let's do that, and then we'll come back to this fight next time. And then...
well, I'll be missing it.
Say that again?
I'll be missing it.
You'll at least be able to watch it on the video. If you have any... Well, not immediately, of course, unless, of course, you have good... they have the internet in India, I'm sure.
Yes. But I don't know what the time difference is going to be.
True. Well, what I mean is you'll be able to watch it back if you can't participate. But either way, if you have any instructions on how you would like Borin to be played, or whether you just trust whoever plays him to try and emulate your idiom, we can do that throughout the week in the chat. In the meantime, I shall place on the token lock and begin the awards slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you manage to fit in? Sorry, did you manage to fit in human pincushion yet?
I have not. I think I said, please somebody put it in the chat so that I remember, and nobody did, so I forgot.
Oh. I'll add that in now.
Cool. Yeah, if you drop that in the chat, then there is a greater chance that I will look at it and remember that I'm supposed to do something with it.
Well, I think this week it was human marshmallow, but that's by the by.
First blood.
That was Carrick.
Yes, because he shot the mech zombie in the face with his arrow using the leaf steel long barrel.
Yes.
Next we have first kill. I'm not certain. Borin, yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, on that passing blow with that stupid zombie that just ran past him.
Yes, indeed. Cut in half, anime style-y. Okay. Kill of the week.
For the week. There was those. There's mecha zombies. I can't remember anything mega there. Then there was the mantis. What killed them? Oh, that was Camric just ran in there and just sort of one-shotted it almost.
I did, yeah. I ran up from the back and stabbed it with my ice dagger after you guys had softened up a little bit.
That might be a yoink there as well.
Well, it wasn't on fumes, I don't think. Well, you would know more than we do.
Let's see.
That's about the only sort of real sort of impressive kill I can think of this week.
Yeah, we've had a few crits, which always are cause for a little bit of excitement. But let's see what stands out. Scrolling back through the chat. Oh. Skill checks. Many skill checks.
We were a little bit more delicate this week.
Oh yes, the Clockwork Mantis was put down with a 35 damage in one go, 19 from sneak attack, which was pretty good. So that was quite a high impact sort of kill in terms of the damage. I don't know if anything was very theatrical kill wise this time.
No, not this time. No.
I mean, in terms of a theatrical set piece, a clockwork abomination marching across with violent, elastic, mechanical glee, tripping over in some ball bearings and being well, first of all being missed, perhaps as if Borin wasn't expecting it to face plant on its way, but then finally
aimed high.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to take his head," and it fell over and it went straight over.
Skip it. Skip kill of the week then.
Yeah, nothing really jumps out, does it? Oh well.
Okay. Yoink.
Yoink. Well, possibly the mantis kill.
Yeah, it's either the kill of the week or the yoink, really. That for that mantis, I think.
That carry.
Yeah.
Longest kill streak. I'm not sure if anybody qualifies for that this time.
Pontos got 2 zombies in one turn.
Oh, well, in that case, he definitely gets that then.
Hang on, I got 2 zombies in one. I got. What did I swear I killed 2 things in one turn.
Let's try and find it.
There was 4 zombies. You killed one on the parting blow. Pontos killed 2, and then you killed the last one on the that was on fumes.
Didn't I kill the zombie and then a mantis?
A zombie and a mantis.
Sorry, this is because I wasn't paying attention. If I'm wrong,
the mantis was separate. That just dropped down on its own.
Oh, okay. So Pontos does that go for?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, kill from the grave. Does my one count if it was a reactionary one, and then opportunity attack?
Well, an attack of opportunity happens outside of your turn, so I think that qualifies for a kill from the grave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So kill from the grave for Borin.
Was there any others?
I think that might have been the only one today.
Okay.
Damage dealer, as is often the case.
When I want to start dropping bombs.
Yeah, when it comes to dropping bombs, that very quickly racks up. So that would have been that would be 5 creatures hit with 27 each. So that is.
It was 121
over
damage.
100, isn't it? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so if fireballs count, then it's Char, and fireballs always count.
Okay.
Why are there any other spells? Really?
I like it. I like a nice lightning bolt, to be honest. But
Yeah, Oh, at some point, I would really like to play a game of Lamentations of the Flame Princess, because apparently the way they level the spells out, all spells are level 1, but quite a few of the spells will end the campaign because they're so awful and terrible, overpowered and ridiculous. I'm very tempted to buy the book, but it is it's the original D&D under OGL, so it's kind of old school Renaissance type stuff. So maybe I'll save that for a one shot, give it a go at some point. Could be fun. D6s only, I think. Anyway. Best supporting role? Well, I don't know if best supporting cleric deep did any clerical stuff today, really.
Yeah, I'd give it to Kararuk for the ball bearings.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Okay. So Kararuk for ball bearings.
Hey, that was the one.
I was going to argue my invisibility, but
actually, yeah. I mean that did actually contribute quite a lot. So, well, I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you reckon?
All my amazing chest opening feats of amazingness.
Yeah. I'd give it to Carrie because of all the recon stuff. We can't obviously do that all the time because then it would just get boring. But
sometimes it's
you're
cool.
boring, but yeah.
Rogue's gonna rogue
for the scouting. Yep. The scouting and the lock picking.
Fumble of the week.
It's John with that 4 1s.
Yeah. Does that make it the second week in a row that I've got a trophy?
Hang on, I have actually. Hang on. I did open one for John.
I think technically I think I should have 3 because I did claim one a few weeks back, but it was kind of in jest. But I don't know if that one got recorded.
What was that one?
I can't remember. But last week, I got role player of the week for playing your annoying sword. So.
Yeah.
And this week you got the fumble for 46 damage from this explosion. 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Damage range 4 to 36. Got 4.
Ouch.
Most valuable player.
I would this week I would say it's Mr. Rook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
The scouting and the lock picking. I mean they were very high DC locks you were playing with.
Mm.
True.
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, I was worried that you wouldn't hit the DCs of some of the locks I had for you, and yeah, you rolled well over 20 for nearly all of them, I think. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Which I ought to expect at this kind of level. Which is a good thing that I didn't go by the usual DC range, which is DC 15 is medium, and DC 18 is hard, because otherwise, you'd have made a mockery of those locks.
To be honest, when you were going, this is the most difficult locks you've ever encountered, thinking, oh my god, is this going to be like DC 25 and 30?
And then he kind of rolled some of those numbers anyway. It was like,
yeah.
Excellent. Happy to help.
Yep, I forgot how good a lockpicker Master Kararuk was. Must be his vampire vision. Role player of the week. Not really much opportunity for role playing this week, except for me being a bit of me being a dick whilst pretending to be a French sword, a French axe. So, but don't give that to me 2 weeks in a row. Have a think about what you guys have done.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here half the time. Sorry.
Sorry.
I think other than just trying to approach this a little bit more systematically and rather than just rushing in, now we've actually got a foot in the door in this place. Hasn't really been much role play.
Still, role-playing isn't just
Mm.
doing silly voices.
Yeah.
Role-playing is using your character, whether that be effectively or even sometimes suboptimally. But role-play can be as simple as doing what your character would do. So
I'm going to nominate myself again for the ball bearings and the sneakiness.
well, I mean, I wouldn't put up too much of a fight for that. If anyone else seconds that, then I say let it stand.
Yeah, go on. I'm happy with that.
Cool. Okay. Another one
See
for
you
Kararuk. I think
Is
Kararuk's
that-
probably the winner this week.
It's the first week, I think. I've got more than one. It is.
Yeah, it's a rogue night.
Yes.
Oh, they have to happen. And there we are, back round to the beginning. So,
All right. See everybody
Okay.
next.
yeah,
Yep, no worries.
catch you guys next Thursday. Have a great week. And
Yeah, I'll see
see
how
you
my
then.
connection goes. If I get Wi-Fi, see ya. Bye.
No worries. Take it easy.
Take care. Have a good week, folks. Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye.